I like it, cut G.
Yeah, I'm sorry for not posting for like a month and a half. I could start giving excuses, but instead of doing that, I'm gonna look to the future. Because the future is really interesting. Stick with me here, I'll tell you where the boat is right now, how we got here, and what's gonna happen moving forward. So in case you don't know, I got kicked out of my old dock because everybody got kicked out of my old dock. They're closing it down, tearing it apart, and right now it is completely empty. I got out on, let's see, July 10th. That was 5 days before the deadline to get out.
There goes big news.
I searched and searched and searched and searched really hard to find a dock that is going to be good. I live on this boat, so I don't just need a place to keep the boat, I need a place for me to be happy on the boat. And unfortunately, that kind of place just doesn't exist in Jacksonville except for the old dock, which isn't an option anymore. So on the morning of July 10th, I woke up, fired up the engines, and puttered down to the Ortega River. This dock here is not my first choice on the Ortega River, but that one does not allow liveaboards. Anyway, that's out of the picture, so I'm here. Just a place to keep the boat. It's more like a parking garage on the water. It's nice, it's really good. There are $1 million boats all around me, but absolutely no one to talk about or interact with, and liveaboards aren't allowed here either. So I'm kind of laying low right now, which definitely takes away from the fun of owning and living on a boat if you have to pretend that you don't live on the boat. I don't know, it's probably not a big deal, but since there is a rule against liveaboards, I don't want to be kicked out of here and have to go to a dock even further down on the list and have to start all over there. Right now, River City Brewing Company, the old place that I used to stay, is completely boarded up and empty. Everyone got out on the 15th of July, except for the dockmaster and his girlfriend. They stuck around for a couple more days. But I was able to help them move the very last customer boat off of the dock. And that was really interesting because that boat didn't have a moving engine, so we had to tie it to another little outboard boat and just move it to the city dock to keep it there since it couldn't stay where it was. But that was kind of like a big emotional goodbye to the place that was my home for almost 2 years. It was really sad to see it completely empty. Looks very different and just sad is the word. This is a rare gem and it's gone, but life goes on. I've moved on. Now there's nothing here. So now you're pretty much caught up with what's going on right now, and not a lot has happened since then. I haven't taken the boat out at all. That's a whole story for another day. Basically, I don't feel like it's safe to control this boat by myself, and so the boat sits here, and it's really a shame, because I want to take the boat out. I really do. I want to enjoy the river. I want to take the boat on the water where it belongs, but for one reason or another, that's just not much of an option. Working toward getting at least one more video this summer of the boat out in its element. I want to make that video. I will make that video no matter what. So that is coming up. I'm making a promise right now, and it's going to be fun. More things on the way are going to be less boat related. I know, a lot of you are here just for boat stuff, and I respect that. There is going to be boat content coming, but not at a weekly pace where it has been, because there's just simply not enough interesting boat content going on. Last year I was rebuilding the engines and I was working 4 hours a day at least on the boat, and it made sense to make videos of it. But now the boat's in a place where it doesn't need that much maintenance. These engines are the best that they've ever been, honestly. My hair isn't, but the engines are. And every now and then I have to clean out the strainers or something, and I've made a short video about that. But that's really about the most exciting thing that happens right now. And that's a good thing. That means we did a really good job fixing these engines and installing air conditioners and getting everything in a really good spot. So what kind of videos can you expect? Well, for the first time in my life, I have 2 cars. One is my daily driver, and the other is purely a project car, which is a lot of fun because I can do whatever the heck I want to the project car and still get to work tomorrow with the daily driver. So I'm going to be doing some really huge projects with that. More about that later, probably a video this weekend. And I've got somewhat of a backlog of older videos that are 80 or 90% finished, but for one reason or another, they just didn't pan out all the way. I'm definitely gonna be digging that up and releasing those. So if some of the jokes are a little bit outdated, you'll know to forgive me on that. And there you have it. That's where I've been for the last month and a half, how the boat's doing, how I'm doing, and what we're going to be doing in the future. So stick around, it's gonna be a lot of fun, even if it is a little bit different from what this channel's been in the past. Things change, and I don't have to do like major work on the engines every single day anymore. That's a good thing, trust me, I got really tired of that. So thank you again for being so patient. There were a lot of comments like, what's going on, where are you, how's the boat doing? I appreciate all the concern, and it really was the kick in the pants to finally get back on a weekly schedule. We're gonna be doing videos every week. That's my promise to you. I will make that happen. Thanks so much for watching.
Maybe if you got rid of that old yee-yee ass haircut you got, you get some bitches on your dick.